Alright, in this video, I will be performing a RAM upgrade on this HP 20F394 computer. Now, this is an all-in-one computer, and this actually uses laptop RAM as a fun fact. So, we're going to be performing the RAM upgrade from 12 gigs of RAM. Now, this usually came with 4 gigs of RAM. I upgraded to 8 gigs of RAM in 2020, and I installed 12 gigs of RAM yesterday just to see how well it runs. So, I actually took out this RAM stick and the other 8 gig stick from my 2012 MacBook Pro, which was dead. And since my brother's he has a 2011 MacBook Pro, and since that has 4 gigs of RAM, I will be swapping out this computer's RAM from 12 gigs to 16 gigs, and then I will be putting the RAM into his MacBook Pro. So let's get started. So to get started, you will need a Phillips T9, or not T9, but Phillips Torque screwdriver. Anyone will work, and you're actually gonna these two holes right here. You're gonna spin that. You have to make sure it's rounded up, and then just pull it. And then, sorry for the, but see it lifted up. You might want to do a little bit further. Here, should be good. And then another one. Come on. Sorry guys, I can't look in the dark. Come on, give me a sec. You can see it rise up. And crack. I'm gonna disconnect this first, and pretty much the whole computer just lifts up. I think I did a screw. Yeah, hold on. Did a screw mess up. Sorry, I'm not used to opening computers. There we go. And that thing here just comes right off. And here are the insides of this computer. This is where the RAM goes. So we'll just pull this guy out. And you see this is the 8 gigs of RAM I installed in here recently. So, and there's a 4 gig stick in the bottom of it. So just need to eject. There we go. So it's the original first 8 gigabyte stick, and then the bottom is this 4 gig stick. So this is from an old HP laptop. This is 1600 megahertz CDR3, and we're gonna go ahead and install both RAM sticks. Oops. Hold on. Jesus. Alright, give me a sec. So, there we go. Here's the second one. And we put the RAM together. Oops, wrong way. And I'm gonna go ahead and power this thing on without the I'm gonna put the case so that I can do some diagnose, make sure it boots, turns on just fine. This guy up, and let the power switch. And there we go, it recognizes the full 16 gigabytes of RAM. I don't have a keyboard plugged in, but as you see, there we go, memorized the full 16 gigs of RAM. And it boots into Windows. So I will go ahead and put this computer back together, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the computer back together. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And I'll go into the BIOS here just to show you that the RAM is recognized. So there we go, 8 gigs of RAM, picked up both slots, 16 megs, 16 gigs of RAM. So restart. And as you can see, it boots into Windows just fine. So now, by the way, if you guys are asking how much RAM this thing can take, this thing can go up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is what I just installed in this video. Now you guys might ask, hey, Amen Tech, why would you put 16 gigs of RAM in an old all-in-one that literally is no use to you? Well, because, to be honest, even though this thing, was bad in terms of CPU and performance, I don't think it's actually a bad computer to do, like, like virtual machines or, playing basic games and stuff like that. So I don't think it's really that bad. So that's why I decided to do an upgrade. You have to excuse me about the flickering, guys. It's not visible in person, but it's the camera. It's actually my phone's camera. So yeah, I'm actually getting a new camera this weekend or so. I'm saving up rather, but I'll see if I can get a new one this weekend. See, it takes a while just to get to the desktop. I think it's probably because it's trying to reload the page file. So there we go. Yeah, I apologize about the flickering, guys, but you can see it is booted into Windows successfully without any issues. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the password and I'll be right back once we get to the desktop. And here we go, we are in Windows. Let's take a look at the specifications. I'm gonna open up Specky in 1 second after this loads. And there we go. We have successfully completed the upgrade from 12 gigs of RAM to 16 gigs of RAM. Only 15.5 of that can be usable. So here's the Windows specifications if you need that. Let's open up Task Manager, move all over here. By the way, I do apologize about the Discord sounds. And there we go, we have 16 gigs of RAM, DDR3. We have 12.4 gigs available. I do not know why it's saying 1333 megahertz. I'm assuming that, it's probably, the RAM issue. Get out of Google Drive. But I'm assuming it's actually a RAM issue, or, the BIOS just probably doesn't recognize the RAM that I put in or something like that. So that's why it's reading only 1333 megahertz. But both of the sticks are 1600 megahertz. So, but I don't think it should really affect computer performance anyway. Open up Specky. Yes. And as you can see, it's going to take a while here. You know, that hard drive going on. So there we go. AMD A4 5000. 16 gigs of RAM is officially recognized. So, go to the RAM here. Go to the slots, see 8 gigs of RAM. Manufacturer is unknown for some reason, but it is by ATEC. Slot 2, also unknown. So, but it is right here. It says PC3 12800, which is 1600 megahertz, I think. So you see the upgrade was successful. You open up MS Info 32, by the way, if you're interested. So here's MS Info 32 here. You can see, hold on, move this over. So there you have 16 gigs of RAM, 15.5 gigs are usable because 32, those 512 megabytes of RAM, those are reserved for the system, and because they don't share that with the GPU. And I think, I don't know about the other 42-ish megabytes, I don't know, I think they're also by GPU, then you're shared. But that shouldn't really matter. So, as you can see, we have successfully upgraded this all-in-one HP desktop from 12 gigs of RAM to 16 gigabytes of RAM. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, please be sure to rate this video, and please be sure to comment and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.